All right, so are you ready to dive into something a little different today? We're taking a look at this French film. It's called Beating Hearts, but the original French title is L'amour ouf.
Yeah, crazy love, basically.
Yeah, Crazy Love. And we're going off of this really interesting review on MovieKaTicket. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it's great to figure out what movies to see and then actually like where to watch them because,
Where is it streaming?
Exactly. So yeah, Beating Hearts.
Crazy love.
It's this romance movie, but there's a twist. It's set against like all this crime and big societal issues. And get this, it takes place over like 20 years between the 1970s and the 1990s.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's like a huge story to tell. I'm already interested. But like,
Yeah.
is it a good romance or is there something more?
Well, that's what's so interesting, right? You don't see a lot of movies tackle that much time. I mean, to do it right, you need a really strong story, something to hold it all together. Like, think about how Scorsese did it with Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Or even Tarantino with Pulp Fiction. They're jumping around in time, weaving different stories together, but somehow you still get this full picture. It feels big, but also personal. Do you think Beating Hearts is trying to do something like that?
Maybe. The review did say the film is visually striking.
Yeah.
Do you think that's where the Scorsese and Tarantino vibes come in?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're both known for having like a specific visual style.
Yeah, definitely. Scorsese has that gritty, realistic look, and then Tarantino's more like stylized violence. They both use visuals to tell a story almost as much as the dialogue. So if Beating Hearts is using that same kind of visual language, it could be amazing to watch. But there's one thing that really stands out to me.
You mean the choreography by that La Horde group. I don't know much about them.
So they're this French collective, and their dance style is super powerful, almost like a rebellion. They use hip-hop contemporary dance, and they even bring in, like, social commentary. Now imagine that mixed with a love story.
Wow.
It makes you wonder, right? Like, maybe they're using dance to say things that you couldn't with just words.
That's a really cool idea. Okay, but speaking of mixed messages, this movie kind of blew up at Cannes. Apparently not everyone loved it. Which, for anyone listening who doesn't follow film festivals, Cannes is like the Super Bowl of movies.
Right. It's a big deal.
So what do you think threw people off? Was it just too much happening at once?
It's definitely a big swing.
Yeah.
Mixing romance with crime, then throwing in this experimental dance. Especially at Cannes, where people have really high expectations. So maybe some people were blown away by how ambitious it was, and others felt like it was just too much, too confusing, or even just not their style. Plus, a movie that covers 20 years... It's probably a long one. Not everybody's got the patience for that.
True. But the review did say that even the people who didn't love the movie, they all agreed the actors were amazing.
Oh, for sure. Adèle Exarchopoulos and François.
Yeah, them.
She was incredible in Blue's the Warmest Color. And it's Civil. He's been getting bigger and bigger in French cinema. It wouldn't surprise me if their acting is what makes the movie work, even if other parts are like out there and experimental.
So we've got this visually stunning movie, maybe borrowing some style from Scorsese and Tarantino, and then it throws in this crazy dance.
Yeah.
And it's long and covers a ton of time. The review called it audacious.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect word for it. And for the director, too, Gilles Lellouche, he's not afraid to try different things. He's done comedies and crime thrillers, and now this. It's like he's always testing the limits and finding new ways to tell a story. Beating Hearts might be his way of saying, this is how I do cinema,
Okay. So, to wrap this all up, Beating Hearts is this crazy mix of romance, crime, and dance. And it looks amazing and has these amazing actors, and it's got everyone talking whether they liked it or not.
Here's something to think about. Would you be more interested in seeing Beating Hearts because it got such mixed reviews? Like, why do you think some movies get such strong reactions? Do they challenge us? Do they push us out of our comfort zones? Or is it really just a matter of taste? Maybe that's the real question Beating Hearts is asking us to think about. That's it for this deep dive.
See you next time.
See ya.